Hey everybody, it's Owen and Camille with the Schwaegerle team. In this video, we are going to share with you questions that you need to ask a listing agent before you choose them to help you sell your house.
If you want to sell your house, you should be asking all of these questions to any realtor that you interview. It's important to make sure that who you're hiring is a local expert, is knowledgeable, proactive, and somebody with a lot of experience pricing and selling homes.
First question, are you a full-time realtor? Super important that you ask this question because there's a lot of part-time agents that work part-time. What does that mean? They're not available. They're not going to answer their phone when a buyer calls to ask about, hey, what's this house going to sell for when they're in the neighborhood? And so you want someone full-time who's going to be dedicated and committed to giving you their time and attention to help you get your house sold.
The next question you should ask is, how many homes have you sold? It's important to know how many homes someone has sold in their whole career as well as in the past year. So that way you can find out how active are they and how in tune are they really with the market.
Next question you should ask, is it just you, solo agent, or do you have any administration and staff helping you? That's really important because a lot of solo agents can get bogged down by working overtime and not catching all the details. And so it's important to find out, do they have a transaction coordinator, or do they have an administrator, or do they have a marketing specialist? Do they have other agents that can help open the house so that you can find more buyers and market the property better?
Next, you always want to find out if your agents have a comprehensive marketing plan. It's so important to strategically market and share the awareness of a listing with all of your future buyers. So you should ask if this agent has a marketing plan that you can review and look at to make sure they're really the best at spreading the word for your home.
Next question you want to ask is, how many websites is my home going to be on? About 98 to 99% of buyers begin their home search online these days. And if you want to capture those buyers and have them see your house, you need to be on the internet. And so that's a very important question. How many websites is my house going to be on if I list with you?
Another really important question to ask is, how many buyer leads are you getting per month? If you are working with an agent who is actively getting buyers in their pipeline, then they're going to be likely to really sell their house for you quickly, much more quickly than other agents, versus someone who doesn't have any buyer leads or buyer inquiries or a website set up in order to get buyer leads. You need to make sure that your agent has a pipeline full of buyers who can help you sell their home quickly.
Next question, do you prospect for buyers daily, and how do you do it? About 80% of agents in our industry do not make any prospecting phone calls at all, which means that they're not picking up the phone, calling buyers and leads that come in from the sign, leads that come in online, and that just means that you're leaving money on the table. In this market, you need to be proactive and go after all the leads that come in. So you want to make sure that the agent you hire is going to be making prospecting calls daily to help you get your house sold.
Another really important question to ask your real estate agent is if they will be communicating with you weekly with updates. You need to know firsthand what's going on with the house, what feedback have you received from open houses, what feedback have you received from showings, how does your listing compare to other active listings in the neighborhood. You need to be getting weekly updates from your agent. So please make sure to ask if they have a plan in place to be extra communicative with you throughout the length of your listing agreement.
Another great question. What do you do if their agent, what do you do with the agent when they go out of town? Are you going to cover our listing? How are you going to make sure that we are still getting the representation we need in order to get the house sold? And this is important for the seller to ask, because if agents do go out of town, have family emergencies, there needs to be a plan in place. So make sure you know what your agent's plan is to cover you if they do go out of town.
Yeah, that's always really important to have a game plan in action. And similarly, it's important to know how the best forms of communication that your agent will use throughout your time. Is it text? Is it phone? Is it email? Is it snail mail? Whatever it is, that needs to be established up front.
And then another question is, if I sign the listing agreement with you right now and I agree I want you to be my realtor, how soon before my house is on the market? And this is just a really important question because you need to know so you can get prepared. Some agents, they'll try to list it right away. And if they list it right away without a plan, the days on market actually starts counting. And if the property isn't properly staged and marketed, that can hurt your days on market, which means that you'll be sitting on the market for a longer period of time without adequate marketing exposure. And so as soon as a new listing hits the market, it's a hot listing. People want to see it right away. And if you don't have the photos for people to see it right away, they lose interest in your listing. So you want to make sure that you know what your agent's plan is to get your house on the market at the right time.
Thanks for watching our video. We wish you all the best as you interview all these agents. And at the end of the day, you're always welcome to ask us for questions or advice. And we'd love to hear more about your experiences in real estate.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Bye.